from Funny, You Don't Look Like a Grandmother by Lois Wise. Grandchildren are the dots that connect the lines from generation to generation.
Welcome back to the Reading Room Ruffians, your favorite library podcast. The whole gang's here, minus our Supreme Overlord Carla, unfortunately. But we are excited to introduce today's guest, Sophia Brown. Sophia is a children's book author, and today we are going to chat with her about writing, being a grandmother, and more. Welcome, Sophia. We're so glad you could join us.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Absolutely. I think we can just maybe skip right into the questions if that's okay with you, or do you want to talk a little bit about yourself first?
No, this is fine. This is fine.
Okay. All right. Okay, the first one I had for you was, have you always wanted to be a writer?
You know, the answer is no. I had no idea. It was a hidden talent, obviously. Like it came out, during a time in my life when I became a grandmother. So I had no idea. It wasn't even in my thoughts at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So obviously you said that becoming a grandmother made you want to write, but was there anything else that really pushed you to take that step to writing?
I would just say that when my first grandchild was born, it was my grandson, I would read to him every single night. I never missed a night. And just seeing how the stories that I read to him just created some memories for us. And we really bonded. And it's, even though he was a small baby, he heard me, my voice, and he actually looked forward to our time. And that really brought us closer together. And I really got inspired by that. And I decided I wanted to contribute to the world as well by offering children's books that families could actually read to their children as well. So yeah, that was my inspiration. Yes.
Yeah, I really love that. What was the biggest obstacle to overcome throughout the writing, editing, or publishing process?
Wow.
Probably a lot, maybe.
Yes, definitely a lot. But I would say the biggest obstacle was myself. Because at first it was a battle. A part of me was just saying, an author writing books, you have no idea of how to do this, what to do.
Yeah.
Just let that thought go, let it go. And then another part of me said, no, pick up that pen and just start writing. And that's what I did. And throughout the publishing process, everything is just so fresh and new. I didn't know how much time it could take, for the characters and everything to get created. And I would just basically harass the publisher, what's taking so long? Let me see the characters. I want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's so funny. I would probably be like that too. Very impatient. I can be patient, but not when I don't want to be.
I'm not patient at all, ever, about anything.
Let me see. Are there any children's books or authors that influenced your work?
I love Dr. Seuss books. So, just those are classic books, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, absolutely.
Very good. Very good. How do your grandchildren influence your writing?
Well, I like to write about my experiences with them, and it really helps me make it easy for me to write. Just the words will just flow, when I can base my books off of my experiences with them. Maybe we're going on a trip, or my first book, I'm going to be a grandma. The words just flowed because it was my experience. So yeah, definitely.
I love that. You had the characters in your books as bears. Was there a reason for that, or was that just an illustrator whim?
I want to say it was a little bit of both. However, I always loved the Bernstein Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, I can say too that actually helped inspire me as well.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I always love hearing stuff like that. Just the inspiration of where characters come from, especially for kids' books.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Let me see where else we have.
Actually,
you
mentioned the Berenstain Bears. We did an episode a while back about the Mandela effect. Did you ever think of it as Berenstain Bears? Like, I think most of us did. Like, and then looking back, it's like, no, it's always been Berenstain Bears, or is this like a thing that you never experienced?
No, I definitely never experienced. That's funny.
It is like it's a weird thing. Anyway,
It is.
sorry to derail, but continue.
No, it's okay.
It wasn't us for once.
I know. Usually it is.
Are the baby bears' names significant to your grandchildren, or are they just fictional?
No, actually, they are my grandchildren's nicknames. Actually.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The oldest 3. I have a total of 4 grandchildren. So when I started writing, it was just, we started out with 2 grandchildren. Then the third one came, and I said, you know what, let me add my 3rd grandchild to the characters. And so then when the book started flowing, then baby number 4 came. So I said, you know what, he's going to be added into my next series of books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so much fun. Whenever I was reading them, I was thinking they would probably be personal, but there's also sometimes people do make stuff completely fictional just to kind of keep them fairly separate. But that's really neat. I love that.
Thank you.
Let's move on to, do any of your grandchildren have a favorite book of yours?
See. Yes. I'm going to say for my oldest grandson, Peanut, who we call Peanut, he loves my first book titled I'm Going to Be a Grandma, because it was about him. So, yes. So,
that makes sense.
Yes. He'll go through the book. He's like, oh, Grandma, this is me and that's you. And so, yes, he loves
That's
the
really
book
cute.
every time. Yeah, he loves it.
That is really cute.
Yes.
Yeah, and he can definitely say that's his book and only his book. That's so cute. What role does storytelling play in your family in general?
I'm gonna say it plays a big part, because reading was definitely important in my family. You know, my mother read to me, I read to my children, now I'm reading to my grandchildren. Just playing out the roles and just reenacting things, making it fun and engaging, just becoming the characters, just making a game out of it, just to create those memories with the children. It's just, it's a beautiful thing. I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Storytelling was definitely a big part of my life as well growing up. And I'm almost positive Zach and Ariel's too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Our mom would read us the same book so often that she got so fed up with it. She recorded herself so we could just listen to it on a cassette, because that's how old we are.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Because she was like, I can't do this every night. So she just recorded it. And I mean, it worked.
Yeah, I think it's that kitten one.
No, it was Raffy and the Honky Beast.
Oh, there's Raffy and the Honky Beast. She did record. This is true. Yeah, but she also knew that kitten one, and she still knows apparently. I don't know. Yeah, Raffy and the Honky Beast. Fantastic little story.
That's a good idea too. I like that.
There you go. Yes. If you have the same one over and over again.
Yes. Yeah.
And it does. I will say we recorded my granddad like close to the end of his life reading like a Twas the Night Before Christmas, and we bust that out every now and then. It's definitely something that you can help them live on, and the memories, they don't fade if you record something like that. It's really, really good.
Yeah, I wish we still had the cassette.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you where it's at.
No,
but.
yeah.
Oh, it probably doesn't work anymore. Cassettes like that?
That would have been beautiful if you still had the cassette. Wow.
Yeah.
Just imagine that. You can play that for your children, right? You don't have to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually read that book to my kids. Yeah. So they didn't love it nearly as much as I did. I was a little heartbroken.
Ridiculous. They have no culture.
They're like, it's okay, I guess, Mom.
You know what? You're going to have to record it just for old time's sake. You're going to have to record it.
Do it one more time.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep that tradition going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. What has been the most rewarding part of writing children's books for you?
Oh, wow. I'm going to have to say just hearing my grandbabies pick up the book that I wrote and they point out the characters in the book and they say, oh, that's me or that's you, Grandma. And it's, you can't put a price on it. It's just a beautiful experience.
I think that would definitely be the top one if I had ever written any books. Yeah. Let me see. We kind of touched on this a little bit, but how has your experience as a grandmother shaped your writing?
I'm going to say just watching my grandchildren grow and just seeing their personalities and the things that they do, just making sure I spend that quality time with them, just doing fun things. I think it really helps me when I write my stories. It just flows just naturally. I don't have to force anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
What messages do you hope children take away from your books?
That's a good question. Reading is definitely important, and I feel that it will help you with your creativity. It's just reading is, like the old saying goes, it's fundamental. It's so true. You can do so much.
Yeah.
Also, that grandmas are the best.
Yes. Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Let me see. We also kind of touched on this one, but I don't know if you want to recall like the specific memory or anything, but how did you come up with the idea for your first children's book?
Well, my first one, as we had mentioned, I'm going to be a grandma. Those are actual events. That's how it happened. When my husband and I, when we got the news that we were going to be grandparents, I was just overjoyed. I was so excited. I immediately just went out to the stores and just started buying clothes and, just helping our daughter just create the baby's room. And I was just so excited. I was so excited. Couldn't wait.
I love that. What do you hope your grandchildren will remember the most about your books and stories? Our
great memories that we share, and seeing how those are reflected in the books, the things that we share every day, and they can see that in the book, and they can feel that it comes to life for them because those are things that they've actually lived. So.
Yeah, I think that is so cool. And I think it's a really cool idea that you've kind of immortalized memories that you've had with them, and they can keep that forever. And even their kids and their kids' kids can have that. And that's really, really awesome. Let me see.
Yeah, I gotta say, I wish someone would write a book about me.
I know.
My mom needs to get on it.
What's the phone number? Let me call her and have a talk with her. So.
There you go.
Oh my goodness. Amazing. I love that. Can you share any memorable reactions from children or parents who have read your books?
I would say from family members, they were just shocked. They had no idea that I had it in me, so to speak. And they was just like, wow, like we have a book author in our family. And just hearing other parents too, just tell me how, the books that I write really inspire them as well. And, how their children are enjoying my books. So the feedback is beautiful, and it just makes my work worthwhile. So I know I'm making a difference. So it makes me feel really good.
How much influence did you have on the illustration process? Did you choose like the illustration style or anything like that?
I want to say yes and no. I had to trust the illustrator, to bring the characters, the illustration, everything to life. And they did a phenomenal job. But I had to let it go. It was hard for me, especially my first book. I'm like, what's going on? I need to see, what did you have? Let me see the first draft. So the first book was hard, but I just had to learn how to let go and let the experts in their field, do what they need to do. So And that's what I learned to do.
Yeah. I'd probably struggle with that too.
I don't think I could let go. Oh man, I'd nitpick. I'd be like, I don't know about this.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So do you have any more books planned?
Yes, I do. Actually, I have a book that's coming out in September. It will be book number 5, and it's titled Our Special Vacation with Grandma and Grandpa.
Oh, that'll be so good.
Yes.
And so that'll have all 4 of the baby bears?
No, actually, it's going to have 3. The first
okay.
3, yes, because that was our first vacation before number 4
okay.
came. So, yes.
All right. That's exciting.
Yes.
We're going to do like one last one, and then we can talk about all kinds of other, I have some other other questions that aren't so much related to your books. Okay. So what are some tips you'd share with other aspiring writers that you wish you had known going into writing and or publishing?
I would definitely say, number 1, believe in yourself and don't give up. The process, it could be long, but definitely don't give up. Just do your research. Google is, for the hospital purposes, they'll tell you stay away from Google, right? Don't look up your symptoms. You'll get scared. But, with certain things, Google is definitely, your friend. You could find out a lot of information, how-tos. Find your team and just build from there. So definitely. And YouTube as well, there's a lot of different authors that's been there, done that, and they have a wealth of knowledge that they are ready to share with people. So definitely.
Yeah, very good. We like to ask that one to all of the authors that we have on because we get kind of a lot of the same, but there's always something a little bit extra added to it. Like believe in don't stop. And then you have to tune out the negativity.
And it can be hard sometimes, but you have to.
Yeah. Okay. Are you you are, but have you read anything recently that stuck with you, like good or bad?
Actually, I'm going to say the Richest Man in Babylon. I like to read a lot of self-help books as well. Mm-hmm. I think in that book, it reveals a lot of lessons about how to build your wealth, and not just squander it, So, I think those lessons in that book is very, very important.
Yeah.
All right. I got a question. Your grandchildren's nicknames, Peanut and Buddha, I can see where, that would come from because, I've heard other people have those kind of nicknames. How did Popcorn? If you don't want to get into that, that's fine. No, I am curious.
Nope, I'm glad you asked that question. Okay, so Popcorn is our only granddaughter. She's the princess of the family. So when our son and daughter-in-law, they brought us the first ultrasound. When I looked at it, she was shaped like a popcorn kernel. And ever since then, from that moment, I've just referred to her as Popcorn. It just flowed. Goodness. It just came out. And the name stuck to her to this very day. So yes.
Popcorn.
I love that.
Oh my
It's so goofy. I love that. It's funny.
That's the greatest thing I've ever heard. I'll never see an ultrasound the same again.
That's fantastic.
Oh gosh. Okay, so you kind of said that self-help was one of your genres of choice. Is that Richest Man in Babylon, is that one a self-help book as well?
It is, yes.
Yeah. Good. Do you like any other genres of writing or reading to read? I don't know. My brain's gone.
It's okay. Definitely romance books.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Very nice. Very nice.
Carla likes self-help books.
Yeah. I've read a couple of them.
I don't think I've ever read one.
The ones I listen to are the unconventional ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I We're just struggle busing all the way.
Yeah. Embrace the struggle bus.
Loyalty remembers. We got the card.
My gosh.
I can tell you, you guys be having too much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
This
love
is
it.
like
I love
every
it.
Friday.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything on here.
Yeah, I had a question just in general. I don't think you actually said like specifically, but how long did the process take from like, initial, I have an idea, then you write the book, then you had to go through publishing. How long did that take?
Yeah.
I want to say it took about a year.
Okay, yeah.
A year, yes.
And did you work with, it sounds like you worked with with an actual publisher. Was this like a publication service, or how was that experience just in general? I mean, we've had the big published authors on here who have like an agent, they do all that stuff for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've also had a lot of these like independent authors who do the self-publishing just like fully, like through Amazon. Apparently it's like a chore, apparently.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's a lot just having to, because basically like you're doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
You have to find all of the people and put those pieces together, put them all together, and just watch everything just come together so nicely. But I mean, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I imagine it would be. Especially, because you have to track down more people in this case, because since it's a children's book, it has the illustrations. You have to figure out who the illustrator is. You can't just do, I'm assuming, like the normal, just whatever Amazon publishing, because it's got, different requirements, I would assume.
Oh my gosh. Let's not get into the requirements for Amazon. Oh my gosh. They will make you pull your hair out.
Yeah.
I imagine so.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do
we have any other questions?
I can't think of any, but I don't know.
Did you? Okay, so when you were going through the illustration process, did they send you like a couple of illustrators? Or did you just pick one from like a catalog of illustrator work?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think actually.
How does that work? Yeah.
So actually, I did have, I think it was like 5 illustrators that I had to choose from. So I was able to look at their previous work, and then I just made my decision from there.
That's really cool.
And I think I picked the right one. So
yeah. I really like this art style.
How much influence did you have on what they were drawing? Like, did you just tell them like a general idea of what you wanted, or could you pick
you're talking about
the bear's
in a scene?
outfit? Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna say it was pretty much like all them. Like they really helped me with bringing the characters to life. And of course, I had my input on, certain things. I would say, can we change this and change that?
Mm-hmm.
But they really guided me very well in this throughout the process for the illustration, and I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, it looks like it turned out great. Like I don't have I obviously don't have a copy of that.
I mean, okay, so listen to this, and you guys might laugh. So for me, in my mind, right, the characters that I actually wanted, I had mentioned to them. I said, well, maybe we could make, the little girl shaped like a popcorn and a peanut. And so they was like, no. No. So yeah.
Ooh, but you could do
funny,
a Halloween. You could do a Halloween book and have them dress up as their nicknames.
There you go.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Do some trick-or-treating.
I like that.
Yeah. I would love that.
I like that idea.
That's funny.
They'd have to go for it then.
Exactly. It's like this is what I actually wanted them to look like the whole time.
Right. Yes. So we're gonna do it in this Halloween book episode right here. Yes.
So you said that you're thinking about another series later on to have your 4th grandchild in there.
Yeah.
I guess, do you have any plans for that, like of what it would be, or is this just like Something you know you want to do eventually, you haven't gotten around to thinking about it yet. Because your next book is, like you said, the vacation one.
Yes. Actually, no, I'm still trying to, just put all of my ideas pen to paper right now. But I will share my fourth grandchild's nickname with you guys.
Sure.
I was going to ask that.
Munchie.
Munchie. Also good.
I love that.
These are great nicknames.
Cute.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love this.
Amazing.
Ariel had the question, what did you do before you started writing? Like, did you have another job or a career?
Yes. Actually, my husband and I, we had a frozen drink business where we would, yes, the kids actually loved it, like our children. So we had frozen drink machines where we would sell those to stores, restaurants, hotels, and they would buy the product from us.
Very nice.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Are you still doing that, or have you guys moved on from that?
Yes, definitely have moved on from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a journey. It was very fun and rewarding though at the time. But
Yeah. Very nice.
Huh.
I thought that was a very good question.
I don't know. I just would have never guessed that.
No.
That, like in a million years,
No.
that wouldn't have been what I would have thought.
Yep. Yeah, no. I don't think no. That's not something that you expect to hear ever. It's like
No.
That's very
Honestly,
cool.
I was expecting like teacher or something.
Yeah.
Like you give those vibes.
Yeah.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To give some teacher vibes. I gotta admit. Yeah.
You do. Yep, absolutely.
Well,
Okay,
that's a
so
compliment because shout
It
out
is.
to teachers. They,
yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
they
Yeah.
do a lot. They do a lot and they don't get paid like they should. So
Correct.
Yeah, I could never.
Mm-mm.
They actually work hard unlike us.
Never
you know?
do it.
Okay, so you talked about liking romance books. Is there like a certain author that you really love or like a type of romance novel? Like they're like the romance mysteries or like the old-timey ones, kind of I guess like Bridgerton or anything like
Oh,
that.
I love Bridgerton.
I read this one book. Well, actually, I'm still reading it. It's called The Perfect Strangers. It's by J.T. Geisinger. So I just like those novels, those love mysteries.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. You don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah. Pretty fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you're in the cozy kind of
Yeah.
romance type
Yeah.
deals, the meet cute.
And like the rom-com.
Yeah.
Like cozy rom-coms.
And then Carla, she's into like Nora Roberts, I
Nora
guess.
Roberts.
Yeah.
Whatever the world Nora
The
Roberts
drama.
is, it's just
Yeah.
wild stuff and kind of nonsense. I don't know. We read one on the podcast.
I couldn't
And it
even
was-
finish that one. I didn't
It
even
was.
finish it.
The
The Nora
one?
Roberts
no.
one? No.
I finished it, but I still was like,
I hated the guy.
Born in Fire or whatever.
Yeah.
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 Hated it.
Yeah.
we were not a fan.
I'm not a romance girly though.
I'm not really either. Like it's like for me, it's like an escape from all of the fantasy that I write. Like it's just like, oh, there's no stakes in this whatsoever, so it's fine.
I mean, fair.
when I
Yeah.
skip fantasy, I go to horror.
yeah, yeah.
And then I like Terry McMillan as well. So
Okay.
Terry
she's a good
McMillan.
writer. Yeah.
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 Oh wait, I've seen some of Terry McMillan's books, like on the shelves.
I don't even know who these people are.
Like
I don't
know,
read
I know we
romance,
have
so-
some, so that's
I'm a bad librarian.
no.
You know, she's famous for what the movie How Stella Got a Groove Back.
I don't know.
That's actually that's a fun movie.
Yeah.
I don't watch a whole lot of movies either.
Yeah. Yeah, she is not a pop culture person.
No, I'm not.
She
I'm
knows
like,
nothing.
No, I live in my bubble. I like it there.
I don't get it.
I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't watch a lot of TV.
I
do
don't
like
blame you there.
Bridgerton series. Like I haven't read the books. I intend to.
Yeah.
It just hasn't happened. I don't read romance.
Yep.
And I don't like just normal fiction because if I just want to be in the world, I'd just, live in the world. I want to escape that.
There has to be some fantastical
sometimes you
element.
have to escape. That's true. I mean, it's just so much stuff going on out here. So I totally agree.
Yep. Can't put our heads in the sand, so let's put them in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I learned why ostriches do that.
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead and say it, though.
It's because, like, they, like, build nests and stuff down there.
Yeah.
Did you know that, Zach?
Maybe they build nests.
They build nests. Yes,
Okay, no,
it's not because they're scared. It's not because they're scared.
It's because they're building
how
their
they
nests.
fit.
So they just go down there just to check to make sure everything's looking good.
Yep.
Isn't that wild?
So they like dig out a hole, build a nest, underground?
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
And then like they kind of cover it.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that velociraptors did that too. Like some other of like the big
velociraptors.
Yeah. There were like other
not as big as you think they are.
Well, you know, like
Jurassic Park lied to us.
Yeah, they did. That was more like the Utah raptor. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Which makes sense for chickens nowadays because they're mean.
Also bitey.
They can be mean. You can have nice chickens.
Oh, you can have nice chickens for sure. But like if you don't handle your chickens, and that just sounds weird for people to go do. I know people do it, but it just sounds weird. They're kind of scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Birds are mean.
They can be.
They can be. Yeah.
They really can
They
be.
are. And they're not afraid of cats. Like they show like on TV. You would think they're afraid of cats.
Yeah,
but they're not at all.
Yep.
They're troublemakers.
Me and parrots, we have a personal vendetta against each other. I hate a parrot. Hate them. And they hate me. It's like they know. They can feel it. That's what it is. Oh, look who's made it back.
Oh, she's back.
You said you wouldn't be here. Hey, now she's back. You can tell her that she needs to write a book about me. We asked a bunch of questions already, if you have any questions,
any other questions,
you can skim the question sheet. I know. We asked what we hope kids would learn from her books, and she gave a really good answer. And then I was just like, and that grandmas are the best.
I'll turn you over to Carla now.
I finally make it in. Sorry.
She's mine and Zach's mom.
Yes.
That explains the crazy.
I'm her forced third child. She had no choice.
Surprise!
That is funny.
Oops, I'm stepping on it.
You don't have a choice.
Well, listen, let's give it up for
every now and then.
let's give it up for the future author.
Exactly. There you go.
Gonna write the books about her children.
I don't know. I think they would be horror stories mostly.
Oh, come on. We weren't that
right in
bad.
with my. I think it fits in great.
I am so excited to have you on here. And I loved your books. And I think it's great that you did this. I think it was a great idea. I think it was done well. And I want to know, they probably already asked this, but what do you have planned for the future? Because I would like to have more of them.
Yes, I do have some books coming out. My next book is titled Our Special Vacation with Grandma and Grandpa. It's actually coming out in September. Followed by, I have 5 more books coming out with the Peanut, Popcorn, and Buddha collection. And then after that, I'm going to transform the books, and I'm going to add my 4th grandchild to the next series.
You have a 4th one. Is it already born or is it on the way?
Yes. No, he's here. He's 6 months old. Actually,
oh my God, how sweet.
As of yesterday, 6 months. Yeah.
That's the best ages because you can just hug them and squeeze them and love them. Yep.
I know.
They can't get away.
No, can't get away.
Not yet, anyway.
Right.
They do that soon enough.
Exactly.
So, what kind of adventures are you taking in the future with them? Is it like more stuff they come to visit, or are you guys going to go out and do stuff?
Well, I always like to, like, they always come over to the house, and me and my husband, we just always try to find fun things to do with them. And it's like our grandson, the oldest one, he's at that age, right, where he likes to just help. So if my husband's out in the yard, he's like, oh, Pop, I want to help. I'm like, okay, yep, just go ahead and let him get all the work you can get out of him now, because when he gets older, right?
Doesn't happen.
You're gonna be too busy, so let him help you now. So
that is so cool. I had another question. It's like it went away that quick.
And just to add to that, to your last question too, and I always try to find things to do with them. Like when we take little trips, just try to make it fun, and those are things that I like to write about as well in my books. So I think those are important, just spending that quality time.
Yes, absolutely. I like that you did things that we would have done when we were growing up. You know, like the hide and seek and the karaoke and the fun stuff like that kids don't do a lot anymore. You have to have somebody, there with them doing that and showing them.
That's true. All they want to do is play video games nowadays.
I know. So much more to life. And I love that you're showing that.
Yeah.
Especially like the hide and seek, because we have a lock-in here. Did you guys talk about that?
Oh, no, we haven't.
Okay, we have a lock-in here for our teens a couple times a year. And at night, they play hide and seek in the library with the lights off.
Oh,
and I could identify there for a while as being the best hider. Now I can't get down in those spaces.
It's me now.
There was a moment.
Yep.
I gotta say though, with the hide and seek, we also do that at my grandmother's house. So my kid's great grandmother and my aunt, their great aunt. And we played hide and seek one time, and we were playing in the house, and we turned off all the lights because we were kind of doing it like spotlight. And my aunt has a clawfoot bathtub.
Oh, wow.
And I am so competitive. I'm playing with like 4-year-olds, right? But I am so competitive that I shoved myself behind that clawfoot bathtub. They did not find me, but I ended up with like 3-inch bruises on my thighs.
Oh my goodness.
Hiding behind there. But they didn't find me, so I won.
See what I raised? I worry.
No, you did a good job. You did a good job.
I'm proud of them, but they do run me ragged.
I can imagine.
All 3 of them. Anyway, I was thrilled to see a grandma book, because there's not a lot of grandma books. There's all kinds of other titles and stuff like that, but you don't see any of the grandparents very often.
Yeah,
and the children's
books.
books.
It's usually like you get the core family, or just get the kids, and it's like
or just one parent,
or just one parent, like. And sometimes the parents are just like faceless, whatever people.
Yeah.
But you only see them from like the shoulder down or something
chest
like that.
up or something like that. Yeah.
Not a ton of grandparent kids books, especially, or just books in general, but kids books especially, which is interesting.
Yes. It was definitely exciting to see those.
So do you plan to write like as your grandkids age, like more, I guess, like chapter books type, or that type of fiction, longer stories?
That's a good question. And absolutely. I was actually thinking about that, and I want my books to grow with them. So
yeah,
that's a good idea. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Yes.
So the characters can grow along with the length of the books and the depth of the stories.
I love
That's
that.
a great idea.
Yeah.
Would you ever write a book just like, how your first one was I'm becoming a grandma?
I'm gonna be a grandma.
How that one's just mainly about your oldest one. Would you write books like for just your like middle grandchild, and then the youngest, and then like now the new one, like where it's just about them?
Yes, it's funny you asked that, because that's in the works too.
Oh, okay.
That's so exciting.
Because I know me being
right.
being the second child. If I knew my brother had a book about himself, I'd be like, "Excuse me."
So you sound like my oldest daughter. She's in the middle. So we have our oldest son, our oldest daughter, and our youngest daughter. So she has the middle child syndrome. Oh, it's because I'm the middle child. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you all get the same amount of love and attention. Cut it out.
How do I have middle child syndrome when there's just two of us?
Yeah, well, you've done it well.
There you go. Exactly.
It has to be about me all the time.
Yep. Also a middle kid. It's rough
You
out
are,
here.
yeah.
I do gotta say, my middle child, she said that she saw some like YouTube videos about how middle childs get ignored. And she's like, she looked at me, she goes, Mom, I think they're lying.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, you get mad at us all equally. I was like, that's because none of y'all are specialer than the others.
That's right. She needs to talk to my daughter, so.
But yeah, it's not you love us all equally. No, you get mad at us all equally.
That tracks for Ro.
Kids, sure. But grandkids are more fun, I think.
Oh,
because you can
totally
do more
agree.
things with them, and then you can just send them home.
Yeah.
Give them all the
That's it.
cupcakes and cookies, and then go home.
yes. Give them all that sugar. Load them up with the sugar. Go back home now. Be up
I'm
all
tired. That's right.
Yep.
And you take a nap.
night. Right?
There you go.
It's the
Let me
best
tell you,
part of being an aunt, too.
They do stay up all night.
I know.
I have many, many sleepless nights. My
Yep.
sleep debt bank is outrageous.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, I hate that I missed most of this, but I'm glad I got in here for the
Yeah.
fun.
for some of it. Yeah.
It was really nice meeting you.
It's nice meeting you
Yeah,
too.
we are so
Will you
glad
let
you
us
reached
know
out.
when your other books come out so that we can get them
Absolutely.
and add them to our collection?
I appreciate the support. Thank you.
Absolutely. We're so excited that you reached out to us and came on. This is
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Like, we were like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, look at this.
Yeah. We're going to go to a book festival in October, and I purchased an extra copy of your work, and I'm going to take it with us, and we'll put like this was on episode such and such, and we'll have a raffle so somebody can take the book home with them,
Oh, that's nice.
will help you and us, and it's about amongst other librarians and stuff. So
yeah.
there should be other libraries after that, I'm sure.
So thank you so much.
Absolutely. We love this.
I know
This is
it's
like
some of my favorite episodes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Do we have any other questions or thoughts?
I guess just one. Do you have anything else that you're working on aside from the books that you would like to plug? I mean, we don't have the biggest following. I mean, it's pretty huge, but
We're trying. We're
plug
getting there.
anything. Go
And
ahead.
one
Feel
day-
free. This is the time.
Yes, well, actually, I am working on starting my own Instagram show. It's going to be catered to grandmothers. And the purpose for that is I want to create like an outlet for us grandmothers to come together, be able to share stories with each other. And I think it would be very powerful. So that's
Yeah,
something
I
I'm going to be
love that. I love
launching
that.
soon. Yes,
I love that. Yeah, definitely tag us in that one. 'cause
Yeah, so-
absolutely.
Yeah, if you could give us like if you have like an Instagram already or a website or a Facebook or something like that, we have a Facebook group for our podcast and we can share it there so people can go and follow.
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
That is just such a cool idea.
I know, I
love
know, I love
that.
it.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that. You are the
Speaks to me
coolest.
personally.
Yeah.
My Instagram is Gmon Storytime
Hmm.
at
okay.
Gmon Storytime. So you could find me
I
there.
can look. Okay, cool.
Yes, and TikTok as well at Gmon Storytime.
All right.
I love that.
Yes.
I'm looking it up.
Is that what they call you,
now.
Gmail? Or do they call you, what do they call you? Gmail?
Yes.
That's cool. I like
That
that
is
one. I haven't
cool.
heard that one before.
Yeah.
And that's my website. It's www.grandmastorytime.com.
She's writing it down now.
Excuse me.
The cat.
Sorry. Yeah.
Is it Donut?
Yes. She likes the cable on the mic. I mean, on the headphones, and attacks it, and she attacked my leg.
I found it.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
we
good.
got it.
All right.
I got
Perfect.
it, and I'm on the library's page. So
Perfect. That's what I was Opening
I
it in
got
our Ruffians. Perfect. Right. Was there anything you wanted to ask us, Sophia?
How did you guys get started doing this? What made you start this podcast?
Lots and lots of pestering.
Yeah.
Actually, I took a class.
You did, yeah.
And I was like, oh, this would be a cool thing to do.
Yep.
And then I just kind of let it go.
Yep.
Well, they didn't.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Wow.
We are very persistent and
We are.
stubborn.
But that could be a good thing.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's how we ended up getting our podcast road trip going.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
We took our first one ever. So that
They
was
wore me
exciting.
down.
Podcast road trip.
But
Obviously, you guys love what you do. So
libraries, you try to reach out in a lot of different ways. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We just try to reach out in as many ways as we can. And I love being able to highlight authors.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's my favorite part. And I do have to give these guys credit for it because they do, 90% of it. I provide funding.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Teamwork for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Sophia. I wanted to thank you so much again for coming on. This was a really fun episode. I'm excited for us to get it out. We will email you whenever we do get this one out to let you know. It should be about, I think, 3 weeks or 2 weeks? Are we at 2
I think
or 3
2 weeks right now. I think we're at
2
2
weeks
weeks
right
cadence.
now? Okay. So that's something exciting to look forward to.
Yep. Yep. And then I'll get to hear it all.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah. On our next episode, Ariel and I are going to be doing a Curiosities all about pretty rocks and their metaphysical properties and how they came to be assigned those properties, probably.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do Carla's Deep Dive, The Descent of Woman by Elaine Morgan. And then Zach's Nonfiction, which is ?
I told you guys one and then I forgot what it was.
Oh, okay. And then we're going
It's
to do
on
a
the
book chat.
previous episode.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't think I typed it in. It's okay.
I don't remember him telling us. I think he's making it up. Making up memories.
Whatever.
We hope you
told you.
enjoyed today's. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. It's time for us to sign off. But before we go, only the best libraries have librarians who don't shush you.
And Sophia, I know you understand what I'm dealing with.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.